Hello and what is up everybody, welcome back to another replay commentary. This time for you guys, I got just a high MMR pub, nothing special here. I don't know the MMR average, let me check real quick. I find it in the most watched tab, right here. So it is a pretty high MMR pub here, 7.8k average MMR. Let's just check the players real quick. We have Yowar on the Invoker, Empire Roger playing the support Rubik. We got his teammate here, Empire Mposhka on the Enchantress. Mu will be playing the safe lane Necrolite, it looks like. Frempo, not a professional player, but high MMR US East pubber here on the offlane Legion Commander. It is his preferred role, so it's nice to see that. I believe this is Ritsu on the carry CK, V-Pipes, another pubber. I think he's like a Chinese player or something like that. Don't quote me on that. And we got Abed, the 9.5k. Oh man, he's on his way to 10k US East. Holy shit. Unfortunately, they're kicked out of the summit. Rest in peace, Sad Trombone. And his supports will be no other than Complexity Demon playing against his teammate there, Mu, and Sonico. And alright, just real quick here, we gotta go to player perspective just to check out Sonico and his camera movement real quick here. Check this out, guys. Look at his crisp camera movement while we see Demon feeding here. Oh, maybe not, he's just creating space. No, there's him feeding first blood to Yowar. That's unfortunate. Alright, Roger hits him with the Sad Trombone. Looks like Sonico is thinking of rolling onto an Invoker here. They can get a lot of harass done if he hits the roll, and he will connect. Here he goes. And Abed with the right clicks coming in. This might be a kill. Oh, they need one more. And they will get it. He tries to get the Sunstrike to get a kill there onto Sonico. It looks like he might still go. No. De-aggros in time, and very good kill there. Set up by Sonico. And I don't want to move off of him right now. This is getting nauseous. Look at this, guys. Look at this camera movement. Alright, just compare it to Roger real quick. Or I guess he's not doing much right now, so his camera's not gonna move. Compare it to Enchantress. What is it? It's just check what Enchantress is doing. Man, just check this dude. I mean, right now he's not doing much, but before you could definitely tell he's still jerking around. He has fast camera speed, I'm assuming. Anyway, I'm gonna just go to free camera. I'm gonna watch this game from a observer perspective. And Sonico here with a roll-in onto Frempo. They will not get the kill there. And Clarity is going to bring Ritsu's mana back up. In the meantime, Miposhka has just been junged. He's going to re-enchant his Tornado Creep there. And he's just going to keep in the mid lane here to harass out Abed. That's quite annoying. And he is rotating into the Radiant Jungle right now. Finds himself a nice Centaur Creep here. I think he wants to save it. And he'll have the double disable here. The net into stun. Maybe he can set up a kill onto, I don't know, Queen of Pain. Maybe not. She's kind of slippery. And look, he is just saving the Centaur right there. As for Frempo, how's he doing in this off lane? I'm going to check him out real quick, and then I'll go to the top lane and check what's going on there. But maybe not, as in the mid lane we have some action. Demon trying for a gank here onto Yowar, but he walks out through the river. And he'll get away with Tornado, doing a lot of harass. And back to the bottom lane. Looks like Frempo's not doing too good, as Sonico will come in and get that kill onto him. While in the top lane, Mu is just free farming. No one is here. No one is here at all. Wait, Demon's actually the Clockwork off lane, and he's just roaming. Alright. Alright, I guess Demon decides that he can't go to the top lane at all, so Clockwork is not really a jungling offlaner, so he's just going to try to roam and get a kill. Does not get a kill off, so he's going to waste a lot of his time there. We'll have to walk back to base regen as well. And while Frempo is back in the bottom lane, looking to put some harass here onto the pipes, but he will get away under his tower, and he should just be fine. But Poshka, in the meantime, hasn't actually been rotating to any lane. He has just been resummoning or re-enchanting this Wild Wing Ripper and just constantly putting this Tornado in the mid lane. I gotta try this out. This seems like a pretty interesting tactic. And it's something that you can do on Chen as well, but Enchantress, she just has access to more disposable creeps, and it makes it more sense for her to just do something like this. Oh. And the tornado actually going to help Yawar on that kill onto Soneko. And Abed, of course, under his tower now, and oh, he's gonna eat a blast from the Satyr, but managed to blink away. Roger was waiting for him. We see the coordination between the Empire supports here, but fortunately he did not manage to get the lift off, and Abed will be able to salve up, and he's flying himself out the second null talisman soon here, and Pushka will be right back into the jungle. In terms of his jungling speed, he's not doing the best, as he is focusing a lot of his attention on zoning out the mid lane, but we see here, I think we just get a kill onto Demon. Oh, nice deny from Roger there, and as a result they will not get the kill there onto Yawar. Sick play. In the meantime, Mu doing his thing in the safe lane. He is almost level 6, so he's absolute free farm. Look at his CS, 35 and 14. He is having a good time here. In the bottom lane, you can compare him to CK, who's doing okay. He has a assist, right? And now he might just get another kill here onto Frempo. They still have the reality rift as well, and he brings him back into the upheaval, but Frempo might actually be able to get away here. He has a mango. He wants to pop it to get the press the attack off, but no, another stun comes out from the CK as he gets the mana to do so with the mango, and he will get that kill. Roger looking to stop Soneko. Oh, can he get the lift off to cancel this TP? Oh, doesn't get it off in time. Abed will pause the game. What's going on? What's going on, Abed? Abed? Oh, alright, Demon is disconnecting. Former teammates, by the way. Feels bad. Demon was kicked from DC. But I do think their roster is a lot better now. 4F was quite a pickup, and Volvo will even transition into support to make sure that 4F can get his role. But as now we're sitting in a pause, and I cannot skip through this, as this is actually a live cast. Did I call it replay cast when I started this video? It's not a replay cast. This is a live game going on, guys. So the outcome is still unknown. Don't know who wins this, and we should have an exciting game ahead of us. Alright, this is actually going to be quite a long pause here. I don't know where Demon is. Let's just check the MMRs real quick. Alright, so Mu is 8k for sure, so here's an 8k. Alright, so Frempo is 7.4. This guy's 8k. Oh, that's my Pushka. Roger, I don't know if he's 8k. I think Yawar is 8k. Demon is 6k, I think. Soneko is 8k. I got a 9k. This guy is 6k for sure. Ritsu is 7k, I think. And oh, I just missed a kill. I was not ready for the unpause there. Feels a bad man, but oh man. The Pushka actually with the triple golems now, as the big golem dies there. And he'll have a triple stun, and it does a decent amount of damage. It's 125 damage per hurling boulder. And now they're going to try to go for a gank here onto Ritsu. Roger starts off with the Fade Bolt. He'll get the lift back into the stuns. Into the stuns? No, into the enchant for now. There comes the stun. Triple stun coming out from a Pushka. Nice micro from him there, using the tab to just immediately toss out all those boulders. I think he queued them all up there, so able to get them all out at the same time like that. Will be enough for the kill, and now he has 4. Oh man, and these actually last for a while. Of course, they're very squishy, only 240 HP on them, but they do last for a while after getting summoned after Golem dies. So they will expire shortly though, so we'll have to find new ones. You won't have you won't have a chance to just drop 4. Oh no, maybe not. Oh, look at that damage, bringing V pipes from full to half HP. But he will have a shrine, and there's no chance for that kill there. He also just heal himself up with the Shadow Word. Interesting build here from V-Pipes, by the way. He went for the upheaval rather than the Fatal Bonds. They decided they need the extra disable to slow down the Legion Commander, and it did help a little bit there in that kill on her.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And back to Mu. Let's see what he's going to build. Looks like it's just a medallion for now, but he also went for the treads. He's still absolutely free farming. How is the mid lane gone now? It still looks like Yawar has a little bit of a lead, even though he went down there. at level 1. I think the help from Aposhka definitely contributed to this lane for him. And now they're going to get a dual win there onto Soneko, and they're going to pull back Ritsu into the tomato, and they're going to get a kill on him as well. The support from the Dire doing work right now, of course, as they are teammates on Empire, and they're getting a lot done compared to Soneko and V-Pipes right now. And speaking of V-Pipes, he's just going to go down there. That's going to be a triple kill from Aposhka, and they're going to take over this bottom lane and finish off the tower as well. No one can get back in time to defend this one, and that's going to be a free tier 1 for the Dire. Meanwhile, your War is still farming up. It looks like there was a gank coming in or something from Demon, but he just goes in his and gets away. He'll go to his shrine and he'll heal back up. And after that failed gank, Demon and Sonoko looking for a kill here onto Mu, but he's quite tanky. And with the strength treads, can they actually take him down? He still has the Ghost Shroud. He's going to click through the cogs, breaking the cogs, and that will allow him some escape, but he still does end up going down there, not without getting a kill first on to Josh Fan. Or, that's V-Pipes, I mean. Mu's tag is Josh Fan, but what happened mid? In the meantime, it looks like Yawar actually denied himself up with a Forge Spirit as the Queen of Pain went on to him. And it's going to be a sick play. He denied himself. Oh, on the bottom lane, ABED comes in here for the kill onto Frempo. Got a little bit out of position here in the enemy jungle. The poster will TP away. Mu is back in the top lane. He'll be farming into a Rod of Atos now. It's going to give him a little bit of extra tank as well with the double bracer build up. As for Yawar, he does have his Midas now. And let's look at the overall net worth, and it's going to be about a 4,000 gold advantage for the Dire right now. ABED still playing catch up a little bit here, but after that kill, he will have his Veil up, and he's ready to do some battle. He has his ultimate available as well. He just needs some mana. They don't have a shrine right now, but Roger moving deep into the Radiance jungle will get a nice creep ward here next to the Ancients and the shrine. V-Pipes really needs his level 6, and they need to give him a lane or something so that he can get his Warlock Golem. Looks like Demon will TP to the mid lane, filling up ABED's bottle, but he's still looking pretty bad in terms of his mana. Even if he does use all 3 bottle charges, he will not have... I guess he'll barely have enough to use all his spells. Especially if he backpacks his null talismans or something. But here we go. Gank on to Yawar. Do they have dust this time? They will. So his Ghost Walk will not get him out of this one. And there's going to be no deny this time either. And so that will be a successful gank from Demon. And no Sonic Wave required for that still. So he still has that. And he actually ferried himself out to Clarities. That will solve his mana problem. In the meantime, we see a little bit of an invade here into the Radiant jungle from Frempo and Miposhka, but they're going to be chased away as they see the Radiant heroes head past this ward. They're going to just run the heck out of there. But on the top lane, with the catapult, doing a ton of harass to this top tower. He's probably going to take it down. He's even going to use his medallion onto the creep tank of the tower to help it survive extra long. But Ritsu TPing in as well as Sonoko with the roll-in. Can they actually kill Mu though? He's very tanky once again. Here comes the Sunstrike. Will not connect onto anybody. Tower will fall to the catapult and creeps. And Mu just going to walk himself out there with his Ghost Shroud. Easy escape for him there. And Roger getting some levels in the mid lane. He does have level 6, and V-Pipes does have his level 6 as well. Looks like he did pick up the Tome, and Sonoko close to his as well. So the supports will have their ultimates online for Radiant as well as Dire. And as for Miposhka, is not going for any greedy build. Went for the treads, and I was going to build into a 4-staff. Very critical to have against the Clockwork. Speaking of the Clockwork though, looks like Miposhka's in a little bit of trouble here. He's going to eat a hook shot, and with the nukes, he actually managed to break the cogs with his creeps and actually run out, but he'll not escape the battery assault, and he will go down there to Demon, and the creeps are going to fall as well. Nice gank there from the Radiant, but the top lane, Mu going down, but not without another counter kill there onto Soneko, and Frempo looking for a kill himself, but he's already committed the duel, and he'll find nobody. Bottom lane, Demon trying to farm up his was it? Blade Mail, and I mean, he's actually relatively close to it. He's done a good job of catching up after a pretty rough laning stage. It seemed he just gave up trying to lane and went for some rotations, and they worked out for him. And let's see what ABED's actually going to be building to. He's gonna go for a Lincoln Sphere. That's going to help him against the duel, as well as the Necrolite, of course, and Lift as well. I mean, there's a lot of single target spells from the Dire, so they have a lot of things to break his Lincolns, but of course he's a Queen of Pain, right? So initially break his Lincolns, he'll blink himself out, and once again we see a support TPing into the mid lane to refill ABED's bottle here. They also get a ward down. They need to get rid of the enemy sentry here, and they'll do just that. This is once again Roger. Look at him, hiding behind the enemy tier 1 with some aggressive wards here as well. He's just going to waltz behind the tower as well. As it's nighttime, so he won't be spotted. And look at his warding. 1, 2, 3 wards. Some very aggressive wards coming out from Roger right now. And he's still hiding. Look at him. He's in a position. He wants to go. That's a nice looking courier there. They have this Scotty international courier, compendium courier, whatever. And for Ritsu, what is he building on the CK? He will go for a Midas that will help him scale into the late game. I do think that the Radiant can just go late game. I think the Dire is really... I wouldn't say their late game is bad, but they definitely want to put pressure onto the CK and even the Queen of Pain, as those heroes scale pretty hard if you just give them a lot of space. And you see now they're still trying to farm up. It looks like Mu actually changed his item build up here as he went for the Force Staff instead of the Rod of Atos, so that he can deal with this Clockwork. And this shows that they do want to play aggressively, and to do so they need some defensive items against this clock, otherwise he just gets trapped in cogs, and that's the end of any fight for them. And here we go. They drop the overwhelming odds there onto Seneko. Nice play there from Mu, blocking the roll, and he wants to come in with the ultimate, but he needs to knock him down low enough, and he does have the Immortal there, the extra rare one. And Rempo gonna go down to the back line though. Does not get his duel off, but Mu still getting the kills. That's a double kill for him, but now he is surrounded by 3 heroes. Roger is here to help him out, but he does not have the lift. Will Mu get out of this one alive? That's a 4-second stun. Trapped up in the cogs now, but there's the Force Staff saving his life. He will get brought back by the CK though, but was that a really good plan, as he's gonna man up and get a triple kill. Here's the lift onto ABED. Mu is just killing everybody. He's healing up a lot with the Death Pulse, or the I guess it is Death Pulse. It used to be Sadist Aura, but no longer doesn't. It's no longer a thing. That's an ultra kill for Mu right now. Holy crap! Necrolite, what a hero! And there we see Dire putting the aggression on to Radiant, and they will lose a major team fight there. They're going to lose their mid tower as well. And once again, Miposhka wasn't involved in that engagement at all. He was just split pushing. He took out the tier 2 in that time where they were fighting. So that's 2 towers for the Dire, and that's almost a completed Rod of Atos for Mu at this point. Frempo, not looking too great though on this offlane Legion. He still doesn't have his Blink Dagger, but he'll have it soon. Just needs about 100 gold. That Demon. I don't know what he dropped there. He actually gave up on the Blade Mail and just decided to go for a Midas to help him get his farm up. Clockwork isn't the fastest farmer in the world, and having a Midas is going to be important if he wants to get those mid-game items, whether it's like Ags or Pipe, Force Staff. I think those are good this game. So Ritsu does have his Midas now. He's building into Armlet, so pretty standard build. This is what we saw from Pasha. It was just played in the Summit against NP. Off lane, well, I guess it was carry, but I think he started in the off lane, I believe. But this is Enchantress. This is such a nuisance. She's just split pushing. Did he just deny her own creep? Alright, that's the thing, I guess. He has a catapult as well. It's pretty nice that Enchantress can like just keep these catapults, and they do actually a ton of damage. And oh, what's happening here in the mid lane? We find a duel here on to ABED, and he's just gonna go down. That's the Blink Dagger reveal for Frempo. Soneko I was talking about is doing some work here with his ultimate, but here's a nice hook shot from Bulba. Can they actually even kill Mu though? He just force stabs himself out. He's still taking a ton of damage here from the Magnetize, and they will be able to turn it around. That's 3 kills for the Radiant so far. Nice counter initiation with that Warlock Golem, and they might have overextended there. They should have just gone for that kill onto Abed and backed off, as your War was not really involved in that engagement. And notice how much respect they're giving to this Clockwork right now. They're even going to build into a Force Staff onto the Invoker here before going for his Aghanims. It's going to be a total of 3 Force Staffs on the side of the Dire now. And it's a decent win for the Radiant. If you look at the net worth, it's still going to be Dire favored. About a 6,000 gold advantage for them. And Roger about to complete a Force Staff of his own, not soon, but he's gonna have it eventually. As he is buying the support items, and seems like Enchantress wants to go straight into a Hurricane Pike after finishing her Force Staff. Yawar getting a nice haste rune. He's kind of close to his axe. He's pretty farm for this Invoker. Let's open up the net worth chart now to check it out. You see Mu is at the top, followed by Yawar, and third place will be Ritsu, as he's getting farmed here with his Midas. He has his armlet now complete after that fight. His ultimate was to be on cooldown for a little bit, and he's actually building into a Diffusal Blade, interestingly enough. And that's going to help him against the Necrophos, of course, getting rid of the Ghost Shroud. The Banner Burn is pretty good as well onto a lot of the Dire heroes, such as Invoker. And speaking of Invoker though, Yawar getting very close to his Aghanims. It's about 1,500 more gold, 1,400 more gold at this point. And Radiant still farming it up. They're looking to play the late game. I do think their late game is going to be a little bit better than the Dire here. So once again, it's going to be up to the Dire to try to put a lot of pressure here right now, as they're pretty strong. They have net worth advantage, and the heroes are a little bit strong at this point as well, especially when the Warlock Golem is on cooldown. As I say that, they're looking for a smoke play here. Roger and Frempo were smoked up looking for a pick off, but Raid is playing very cautious. They know something is up. Sonico will put the careful there into the chat wheel, and will Ritsu walk up and Midas and die. See, oh no, he doesn't even walk up to Midas the range creep. He's just gonna Midas the first creep that he sees. Now under his tower, he feels relatively safe, right? The Warlock Golem is cooling down, and it will be up right now. Alright, Mu saying something in Russian. Well, Abed and Demon will be, I almost call him Bulba as he's playing Clockwork. Demon actually built into a drum just to get some extra tank. He went for that casual bracer, so might as well been something, right? And he's gonna shoot a rocket. He will hit a nice hook there onto Frempo, and there's gonna be the follow-up from Soneko. And can Frempo get away? It will not look so, as now Ritsu comes in as well with the Reality Rift. That's gonna be an easy kill for them. Abed still split pushing in the top lane though. Will force a TP from Miposhka. Does hit him with the enchant. Not gonna affect a Queen of Pain at all. He just blinks away, TP's out, and will be in the mid lane pushing it out now. Once again, the Dire is playing a little bit passive right now, as they are waiting for the Invoker's Axe, and that's when he's really going to be able to contribute to these team fights. And as I say that, he picks it up right now in base. And Miposhka will want to split push this lane out as far as he can, safely that is. And so he does grab a catapult, and he's currently clicking away at these creeps. Mu is still holding down the mid lane. He will be building into a Shiva's Guard. That's going to give him some armor against the CK. He definitely needs it. CK is a very hard hitter, and without armor, Necrolite, not the highest armor hero, so he's sitting at about 15 armor right now, and that's next to his tower, so yeah, that Shiva's Guard will definitely be important for him. Not only that, but it does have the active ability as well, slowing down the attack speed of all the CK illusions as well as damaging them. And now Demon, after his drums, will be building into an Aghanim Scepter. He's looking for a kill here onto Miposhka, I think, but it's going to be very hard with the Force Staff, so I don't think he's going to go for it. But it's going to just hide right now in the trees. Wants to clear the creep waves. He's feeling a bit wary himself about getting picked off by the Legion Commander, but the Legion Commander is currently in the jungle. Frempo is still looking pretty bad in terms of his net worth. He's actually getting out farmed by Miposhka right now. and he doesn't have any other item, and his blink dagger literally had one use there. They got that pick off onto Abed, and that's pretty much it. They haven't got much done with it after that, and now he's going to be farming up in the jungle, but not doing much for his team right now. But look at the rest of the Dire. Move still holding down the mid lane. This has been here for a while. While now Radiant looking to play aggressively. They have a Glimmer Cape onto Seneko. CK does have his completed defusal now. They can burst the Necrolite. Of course, they have the Warlock ultimate. And is there Lincoln Sphere? Yeah, there's Lincoln Sphere onto Queen of Pain. She's going to be hard to track down. And they might just run into Moo here. He's been sitting around mid, and here comes the hook shot. They'll try to cogs him back. Alright, Demon misses that one. The cog pushback will not be a thing, but they're going to get the roll onto him from Soneko. And actually, in the meantime, Yawar just gets caught by the CK, and he gets deleted. Queen of Pain actually getting a kill there, but now Warlock Golem drop, who actually only hit onto Roger. Silence will prevent him from stealing any spells, and he's going to get deleted by the CK now. And they're going to push in through the mid lane. In the meantime, Poshka doing the split pushing. Oh, look at that. He's going to man up here a little bit against Ritsu, but now he's in potentially a lot of trouble. Ritsu has the stun. He will get the slow onto him, but he's juking into the trees. Ritsu, oh man, he can't get in there in time. The Enchantress slow was way too much, and what an escape from Miposhka. In the mid lane, Moo will come back in. They clean up the Warlock Golem, and they'll actually defend the mid tower because of that. Ritsu TP'd away, and he was their tower attacker. So no mid tower for the Radiant, and that was Warlock Golem expended. They got 2 kills, sure, but ideally they wanted an objective, and they took a lot of damage there. Tier 2 top. It's almost in deny range there. So Demon gonna be just farming the bottom lane now. He does have his hook shot available once again, but I don't think Radiant will want to fight now without their Warlock ultimate. But Dire will want to fight though, as they find out Invis Rune here onto Frempo. They want to duel onto Abed, but of course he has the Lincolns now, so he's a lot harder to track down. They'll have to have a hero pop his Lincolns first, and he'll realize something was up as he saw Miposhka approach him like that. He'll blink himself out and just farm the jungle. Frempo is still scouting out here with the Invis Rune. He'll run into Ritsu now, and he's actually going to back himself off as his blink, or his Invis was expiring. Now Yawar will be building into a booted travel. Good item picker from there. That means he'll be able to split push a lot better and then join his team. Of course, they have Enchantress, so they can even just TP himself onto the Enchantress creep. Now they're going to go for a smoke gank on the Dire. They're looking to utilize this window where the Warlock Golem is still on a cooldown and actually get a duel win for once. And they'll actually break their smoke off of Soneko on the low ground, and they will find a duel there onto the Warlock. But big problem there for Frempo, as the damage from Ritsu is insane at this point, and they burst down Frempo as well as Moo. And hookshot comes in from Boba. They're going to get the Rubik as well here. So they get everybody except for Yawar, which of course was not involved in that fight. He was just pushing out the top lane. So what a turnaround from the Radiant. And now they will be able to push in through mid and maybe get 2 towers here, as a lot of these heroes are dead for quite a bit. Maybe not. No one's actually pushing in through mid. What is Ritsu doing? He was buying his item. He bought a Shadow Blade. Alright. So the only one hitting mid tower now will be Demon and Abed. So tower will fall, but it doesn't look like they're gonna do any damage to the tier 2 here. And in the meantime, V-Pipes found the time to put some aggressive wards here as well next to the enemy Ancients. Frempo won't respawn, but he has to watch out potentially here. Demon looking to set up as he has hookshot available, and it's an Agnim's hookshot. And Moo TPing in from behind, maybe looking to find a kill here, or wrap around onto Demon potentially, as he won't be spotted out by Miposhka. Here comes the Rod of Atos, but Demon, Moo gets hit by the hook shot. Forstaff will get him up to the high ground and back to safety, but oh, nice, they pop the Lincolns onto Abed. They will be able to get the duel onto him. They come out with the Necrolite ultimate as well, but it will not end up in a kill, so Demon or Moo won't get the extra regen, and the Warlock Golem is just gonna die. It's pretty squishy at this point, and they're gonna get a double kill onto Yawar. And once again, now the Radiant overextending a little bit here, and I think this is actually pretty bad for them, as they can just walk into Roshan now. They have the medallion onto Moo. It's going to be a pretty easy rush, as long as we get there. What are they doing? I think they actually want to fight as they see Poshka in a little bit of trouble in the bottom lane. Oh no, the crit from the CK. He's going to go down, and Yawara is not messing around. He's like, guys, what the fuck? I'm rushing.
Radiant's middle tower is being attacked.
And he just gives up. I mean, I'm pretty sure they could have rushed there. I don't know what they were doing. It would have been a pretty big deal to have rush, but guess not. I thought it was more important to defend their bottom tower, and this bottom tower defended cost Miposhka his life there, as he was not really defending the tower but acting as more or less a distraction. ABED's next item will be an Orchid. What is V-Pipe's building into a Glimmer, but he's never going to have it. So poor, he's buying all the support items. Roger actually has his 4-staff in base, but in the mid lane, we see ABED here blink onto Yawar. Pop him with the Veil. It's like he's taking a lot of damage here from the Stifling Dagger. Or it's like Shadow Strike. Stifling Dagger is a Phantom Assassin spell, my dude. And Radiant actually going to go for Roshan themselves here. The old Reality Rift and the minus armor are actually going to make this very fast. And they're doing a ton of damage to it. Does Dire know what is going on? It does not look so, as Demon will just hook shot in onto creeps. Okay. And alright, Yawar knows what's up though. He will go in, misses his spells though, and Roshan is very low. Gets to this arm though on the CK. This is a very big deal, but his team is not ready to initiate. And they will get the Reaper Scythe onto Demon. Will not get the kill though, and they will give away Roshan to Radiant, going to be picked up by ABED. Slow response from the Dire there. And so Radiant will snag themselves in Aegis. ABED pushing out the top lane right now, looking to put some pressure onto this tier 2, forcing someone back from the Dire, and at that point they can make some plays. Demon, of course, will always have his hookshot off cooldown pretty much. And ABED will actually just TP out. They find the hookshot here onto Yawar. Nice cogs put back as well, and he'll not escape this one. CK was there as well, and that's an easy kill. And ABED actually canceled his TP, or did it get canceled by something? Pretty sure he canceled his TP. And he will just blink out, as some heroes were coming to get him. Needs to watch out, especially once his Lincolns gets popped. And he does have the Aegis though, but doesn't want to lose it for no reason. Now he'll blink to join his team. Even off the TP, he's still a very mobile hero, of course, and he's going to farm the enemy jungle a little bit here as well in the meantime, while the rest of his team is pushing into the bottom lane. Completed Silver Edge for the CK now. Interesting build from him. Does give him decent amount of stats, attack speed as well, and overall not a bad item on the CK. It's not normal for sure, but he's going to be building into an Assault Cuirass next, and that's going to be a big deal in terms of being able to push with his team, as well as just amplify his damage so much, especially with his ultimate. Mu split pushing right now, and this is where the Shadow Blade, or the Silver Edge, going to come into play. Will allow him to... Oh, no, he just runs right past Mu. Mu just sneaks away there, moving a little bit too fast there for our CK buddy there. So Ritsu will miss Mu, and Mu will just TP out back to the mid lane. He'll push that one out. But Sonico, in the meantime, initiating on to Frempo, and they're going to come in with Demon Hookshot as well as ABED as well. It's an easy kill for the Radiant, and they're making quite a comeback in this game. The net worth is entirely even now, of course. They do have an Aegis still onto ABED. Sonico getting caught out, but he will have the Glimmer and gets away into the trees. And they should escape here just fine. Once again, some Russian spam coming out from Mu. ABED does not have his Orchid yet, but he's looking for a kill. They have a ward set up here, and they see Roger trying to take it out, and they're going to blink onto him here, and they come in with Ritsu as well. It's an easy kill onto Rubik, and meanwhile, the hookshot in the backline onto Mu as well as Invoker, with double force staff going to get them both out. However, here's the Warlock Golem into the Sonic Wave. That's going to be a big combo, and they come in with the CK ultimate as well. They clean up. Double kill for Ritsu. He is godlike. The lone survivor is Miposhka, but he's not going to escape here, is he? No. He gets under his shrine, though, and he's getting healed up by the Wisp as well. Buyback comes in from Yawar, and did the Radiant extend too far here? Oh, nice play there from Abed, putting Lincolns onto Demon, keeping it alive for a little bit there, but they still get through it and get the duel win. So they lose Demon there, but that's going to be it for now. Oh my, that Enchantress has been deleted from my screen. Beyond godlike shoot for Ritsu now. They want to go higher ground, but I don't think they can with Invoker buying back like this. Maybe they can though. A lot of these heroes are still dead for a long time. And Poshka dead for 40, Moo dead for about 30. No buyback onto either of them. They still have the Warlock Golem. All of the Chaos Knight illusions will expire now or die. And they're just going to go in aggressively. CK with no fear. He wants to go in for a kill onto Roger, and he'll go Silver Edge. Oh, look at that hit. Oh my, that's a lot of damage. Beyond godlike streak once again. He is 13, 3, and 9. He will just zone out the Dire, but they actually need him at the tower. Hello. And it will allow Moo time to buy back, and here's the duel onto Ritsu. That's going to be a huge streak there for Moo. Oh man, that's 1,000 gold going for him. They also take out Abed here. He gets a double kill there as he just clicks down the Warlock. He can't really catch out the Queen of Pain. But what's going on in the backline here? Sonico right next to the enemy fountain. He will get himself away, and he actually, or it was Abed who actually got the kill there onto Yawar. So that was a dieback from him. Sonoko and Abed with the plays. Unfortunately, they will lose Ritsu's huge streak, but I think that's an okay victory for the Radiant. They didn't get the racks, but they forced the buyback out from Yawar, killed him again, so now he's pretty far behind. He was kind of close to his Lincolns, but now he's nowhere near it. And it's actually pretty important for him. As you saw, he just gets bursted immediately once the CK gets his grasp on him with the Reality Rift or the stun. Alright, so Dire is not out of it for sure, but if you look at net worth, it's going to be a pretty big swing there. About 7,500 gold in favor of the Radiant now. And that was a really sick Warlock ultimate into Sonic Wave. Fatal Bonds involved as well. Demon, oh, with the hook shot, he will not connect onto any... What the heck? He actually hit. He's actually going to get dueled by Frempo, and long range impetus from Potion going to take him down, so they're going to immediately regret his decision off of that hook shot. But Sonico will come in and get the counter kill on to Frempo, so 1-for-1 offlane for offlane trade there. Sonico will be able to roll away, and oh, they want to follow though, and here comes the Rod of Athos into the Sunstrike, and easy kill there with the Reaper's Scythe. He's dead for 100 seconds. Alright, Dire making a little bit of a comeback here, and getting those kills will open up more plays for them in the future. Lady Commander is spawning in about 40 seconds, and they can use this window where this Earth Spirit is actually dead for what seems like an eternity to try to get another duel win off. But in the meantime, Ritsu stalking for Yawar, but Yawar will back himself off, and so Ritsu will find no kill. And so he was just going to farm off the wave. He does have the BKB now, and that's going to help him against everything from the Dire right now. They really have no true physical damage. I think the only hero that right clicks is, I guess, Invoker. Like, Invoker technically can right click. Enchantress is using Impetus. She actually does a lot of damage as well. The Hurricane Pike, and she's building into a Agnes. Frempo's theoretically supposed to be a right clicker, but he's actually nothing at this point. I mean, he has a decent amount of dual damage, so I guess he'll eventually scale into one, but at this point he's pretty much a duel and a lockdown. Pretty sad score onto him as well, 2, 8, and 14. Well, speaking of Frempo, he gets another duel for his team here. He gets a kill onto the Warlock. As I said, this Earth Spirit is dead for an eternity, and they're just going to get... Oh, what? Alright. Ritsu just pops his BKB randomly. I think he accidentally swapped his items and hit the wrong hotkey. I think he had a Shadow Blade here, meant to use his Silver Edge, but instead ended up using his 10-second BKB, and he almost actually got caught out there because Roger managed to steal hook shot, but they didn't have lockdown after that because the duel was already used, so Ritsu will get away. That was actually a close one. If they had duel potentially, that might have been a kill, or if someone else was in position to like block him or something. And, oh, they get the Rod of Athos onto him now, and he still might go down. Yep, rook shot from Roger once again. What a player, Empire Roger, and they get the Necrolite ultimate on him as well. And there's no buyback. He's dead for 110 seconds. Oh my. Ritsu slightly tilted, popping his BKB for no reason, I guess. Now he's farming mid for what? And now he's dead for 100 seconds. And this is potentially a play for Dire to take a tier 3 and maybe a rat if the fight goes their way. But good thing here, Abed, 9.5k player here, split pushing the bottom lane, so it does not look like any plays are going to be made off of this CK death. But let's see if they can actually kill Abed here. They need to bait him in. He's doing a little bit of damage here. Oh, here they come. They have no way to pop the Lincoln Sphere though, so Frempo is just going to blink in and attack, and Abed will blink himself away. So all they get off of that is a tier 2 because of Abed's split push there. So if Abed wasn't split pushing like that, for sure they could have threatened a tier 3 or maybe the racks, right? But at this point, Dire will be forced back and CK will be allowed to respawn. Or maybe not though, they can actually go for a smoke. I don't know why Frempo just walks back to base like that. I feel like they use their base shrine and they play as fast as they can. I guess they don't know the CK doesn't have buyback for sure, but they should at least try to make a play right now. And I guess it is a pub. If it was a professional game, there'd be a little bit more coordinated, but we got like 2 Russian supports on their team. We got a Pakistani invoker player. I mean, I guess he speaks English, so it's not like there's a language barrier. There's your war. We got Moo from America, good old America, and Frempo, who I believe he's from California. He's like, I know he's Spanish, but he's not Peru. Like he's not from South America. He's from California. It's a Californian Mexican. Pretty sure, and not like no racism or anything. I'm actually like, I think that's just what he is. Like, I actually don't know about Mexican, but I know he's Spanish from California. I don't know why I know that, but I think like it was on a stream or something, or we said it on a stream. I don't know. Oh, meanwhile, Smoke Gang coming in from the Radiant. They will not connect with the hook shot. Demon will miss there, but they go on to Roger. Press the attack, will keep him alive. He pops the dust. Can he get away though? He doesn't have lift. What spell he will steal? It will be nothing because it will be blocked by the Lincolns, and the only one they'll find is Roger, but it's a decent enough kill. It will allow them to push into this tier 2. In the meantime, your War start pushing in the mid lane. Let's be a bit careful here. Roshan's also up as well, and I think that is what Radiant have their eyes on. Look at the warding from the Dire. A lot of defensive wards. They haven't really had opportunity to play aggressively too much, especially with the ultimates on the side of the Radiant up. It's pretty scary. Fighting into the CK ultimate as well as the Warlock ultimate chaotic offering. Hook shot, of course, can always catch them out, and we see Demon's build up here. He will be going for the pipe, as I mentioned, and he also went back for the blade mail. Where will Abed go next? He does have his completed Orchid now, and he's going for a BKB. I think that just means they want to end the game actually, because they're feeling pretty strong at this point. Sonico has a lot of items as well. He's almost to his Aghanims, and oh, never mind. He's like, Abed realized that he was going to get the Aegis, so instead of going for a defensive item, he'll go for a Maelstrom into a Mjolnir, while Yawar will have his completed Lincoln Sphere now. It's going to help him protect against this Orchid from the Queen of Pain, but she's moving at him at a very fast speed because it is a hasted Queen of Pain. She'll pop the Lincolns with her dagger and then get the silence off, but Yawar is very fast. Frempo gets hook-shotted, but he's just going to pop BKB and TP. They will cancel it though with the Warlock Golem. Is it worth it though? Now they won't have Warlock Golem for the next fight. Hookshot going to catch up Frempo, and he will go down, but did have to commit a lot for it, but not going to commit a lot for that one, as Ritsu with the Silver Edge finds a solo kill there onto Miposhka, and now with 2 dead, they can just push straight through mid and take this tier 2. Roger actually split pushing at this point. I do like this play coming out from him, making sure the lane is shoved out so that potentially they can go for a trade if things go horribly wrong, as they'll have your War with Boots of Travel to TP in. But in the meantime, Ritsu doing work onto this mid tier 2, and it will force the buyback out of Miposhka. Fortunately, Frempo does not have buyback because he spent his gold there on that shiny BKB that he had to use. I guess he's had it. That was a second usage actually. Hook shot coming in from Demon will not actually connect, and oh no, Miposhka buys back and he just ends up die backing here as Abed just blinks in aggressively with the Mjolnir. He's actually killing everybody. Mu goes down as well. Abed is just dishing out the damage right now, and Mu does not have buyback. This might just have been game. What is Roger doing? He is getting caught out by V-Pipes and Soneko, and he's going to go down as well. The only survivors now being War and technically Frempo, but he did die previously, just respawned. And they have the Agnums now onto Soneko. They're going to take mid racks and they can take bottom racks as well as the top racks. They're already working on it with the CK illusions, and Yawar and Frempo actually just stuck in their base. Demon getting caught out. Build his buyback, but this is pretty much game, so he's just doing some clowny stuff right now. The CK will buy a Assault Pierce that's flying out to him now. They can pretty much just straight throw, and they're going to go for some kills. And can kill Yawar here as they cog push back. Yawar gets 3 seconds stunned. Blade Mail for the heck of it. He's going to go down dead for 80 seconds. It's pretty much over, guys. Frempo is just going to hide. There's no way he can fight against their heroes. If he shows himself, he's pretty much dead. And alright, Ritsu going in for the disrespect. Pops the cheese. Doesn't actually manage to fight against the enemy pool as well as a Blade Mail. Legion Commander would have thought, but now he's coming back in. Yes, this Assault Pierce. Ghost Scepter going to keep Frempo alive. Can he live? Nope. He has a Diffusal Blade, buddy. And now Abed wanting to go for the kills as well. He does have the Aegis. Buyback comes out from Ritsu. They actually didn't get Mega Cubes yet, by the way. But I still think the game is over here. And Abed is going to man up. He's going to go for the kills. Pops his BKB as he just purchased that up. Actually, he's going without boots, and he's just dishing out the damage. War actually decides to buy back eventually. But what? For what? Alright, they get the Rod of Atos there. They try to combo into the Sunstrike, but nice play there from Soneko with the Stone... or what is it called? Enchant Remnant. Turns his teammate to stone, gets him out of danger, and we're going to see the Warlock ultimate onto 2. Or I guess it was 1. Now Abed just blinking to the enemy pool. This is 70% spell lifesteal now, so he's quite tanky. Does get the Warlock ultimate onto him, or the Necrolite ultimate onto him. Does not die though. He still has the Aegis, by the way. He just blinks back in, and he is manning up. He will take out Mu. Yawar will just stay invis in the base, and the throne will fall. So looks like Radiant will take this game. Road to 10K for Abed. Hope you guys enjoyed this replay commentary. It was a pretty exciting game, very action-packed. We got to see some nice back and forth action from both teams, and I really gotta say, I mean, Dire's team fight was just outclassed by far. They had a really good early game thanks to Roger as well as Miposhka, but they were able to turn it around fairly well off of some nice team fights and some overextensions by the Dire as well. And props to the Radiant. And will Abed get 10K, guys? Paparazzi was close, but he was sabotaged by what was it, EG in China. But Abed getting his way there, 9.5. All right. So see you guys in the next video. Let me know if you want to see more of these videos in the future where I just cast a pub. I think it's pretty fun. I might also do some of these focusing on a player, and just let me know in the comments what you guys want to see. I'll record it, I'll make the video, and see you guys in the next one.